So this would be a quick video to showcase how you can use the SDK with Visual Studio Code. And here we'll be utilizing the Azure CLI method, right? So I told you, like, there are two ways. One is the Azure CLI, which you'd be using for your dev or test environments. The other is more around the production side of the things, and rest of the course will follow the production side of the things, where you will actually see the creation of the app registration, and we will actually add that as part of the contributor role. All this would be coming up later, but what I wanted to showcase is another method, because we are going to use the default Azure Credentials. So what and how it works with Visual Studio Code with Azure CLI. So all you need to do is go to Visual Studio Code. You can say open, and here probably you can actually create a new folder saying say agents underscore practice, right? So you say open, you get a new environment, and what you need to do is now you need to go to your terminal, new terminal, and you need to actually create a new virtual environment. So I'll say Python 3 -mvenv, which is a virtual environment, and I'm calling it agents, right? So all I'm doing is I'm saying please create a virtual environment for me, and then I'll say source agents bin activate. So you'll see that this all is available here, and I'm just going to activate this one, right? So now my virtual environment is activated, and all I need to now do is I need to install the Azure CLI. So what you can do is, if you are in Windows, there are different ways in which you can install on Windows. You can check this document, right? Because I'm actually on Mac, so I'll actually simply just use this one. I'll copy it, go to my Visual Studio Code, and I'll say brew update, and followed by brew install Azure CLI, right? So it will first check the version of brew, it will update the Homebrew, and then eventually it will actually perform the brew install Azure CLI. So it says my Homebrew is already up to date, and even the Azure CLI, it's all up to date. So in my case, it's all good, but for you guys, if it's not there, it will actually eventually run this for you, right? The next thing I need to do is I need to actually log in as well. So I need to do an AZ login. It's very important, because once you've done your AZ login, you'll see when you use the default Azure credential, even if you're not giving any credentials, still it will work for you, right? That's the beauty, right? So just say AZ login, right? And you'll see that you are actually taken to your default page, so that you can log in. If it's not there, you'll get the MFA capabilities and all, and then it says you can close the window. So I can close the window, I can come back to my Visual Studio Code. It asks what subscription I'm going to use. I'm going to use the number 1, and yeah, we are up and running now. And now we can actually call our code and try and create the agent. In the next lecture, I'll show you how you can do that. Keep watching, guys.